Hi everyone, welcome to DNA. Today our special guest is Si Yang, and we are going to talk about a really powerful and mysterious institution, that is Federal Reserve.
The responsibility of the Fed, I can actually summarize into two aspects, two P, price and people. And that's an acronym is called CAMEL. Each letter represents one aspect of the bank that we look into. If you come to see the gold bar here, you can see the gold is at very, very high up there.
Yeah. I wish someday I would see it. What if an earthquake hit us?
The short answer is it doesn't really impact our operation. We pay attention to that. We look into that. We kind of get a fair understanding of that. We even invite entrepreneurs of digital currency into the Fed, and we have conversation with them.
I guess because the volume is not big enough to impact it today, but thinking of the future, maybe someday this will also need to be more regulated by Fed.
Let me ask you back. What do you think is the most important aspect of the world of finance?
If you could pick one word.
I have three words coming to my mind, but I don't know which one would be the correct answer. It could be stability, or it could be profitability. Those two kind of conflict with each other. Liquidity.
The word that I have in my mind, and actually I do have a number of people agree with me, and is the word trust.
Trust.
Yeah. So if you,
I like that.
In the paper bill, there's one sentence that in God we trust. Or even think a little bit deeper. Why a $1 bill or $100 bill is not just a piece of paper to you, but it's really money? Why? What makes it different from a piece of paper that you can just throw away, have little value to like be valuable to either $1 or $100? Why?
Because everybody believes in it.
Yeah, trust. So that's the word. Yeah. So because people trust that piece of paper, they can use that and give it to other people in exchange to the similar value of item. They can really get some value out of that piece of paper. So trust. And also think a little bit more. Why do people go to? Why are you comfortable to put money into the bank? Why are you comfortable to put your paycheck into a bank, to deposit in there?
Because I trust there's a less likelihood to be stolen than putting it at my home.
Yeah, because of you trust, you can get that money back.
Sometimes I worry if I would be able to get my money back.
Well, if the bank cannot pay, there's still like FDIC things. A big portion of your money, if not all, are guaranteed by the federal government. And why the bank is okay to lend you money to give you a mortgage? Why the bank are okay to lend their money to the business owner or entrepreneur? That's also because of they trust they can get their money back with interest, of course. Yeah. The basic question is they trust the individual and they trust the institution. And this can apply to not even the finance world or the world of economic, but also it can apply to the real human world as well. Why do we choose someone to be our girlfriend or boyfriend? Why do we choose someone to be our husband or wife and instead of the others? Because we trust the individual. And why people say family is probably the most important thing in the whole world? Because of in family, we know there's unconditional love. There's a world of total trust. Yeah. Trust is a very important thing. So kind of like a big circle back to the finance world. So one thing that why the Federal Reserve is so powerful and have such a strong important mission is also because of people trust that. How much trust people have towards that green piece of paper to a digital currency that are issued by private individual or private investor or private institution. That's a question that I think you probably have answer in your own mind. Yeah, a lot of people invest or buy digital currency now is more for speculation. You can say they trust the digital currency to go up in value, and that's why they buy them. That trust is probably doesn't really work that well, as we have seen in 2018. What happened to the world of this digital currency? What happened to cryptocurrency? What happened to Bitcoin? From $19,000 to now I think it's at $4,000. Yeah, that's a big drop. Right now, a lot of the private individual and private institution are really creating all this digital currency. But what if one day, if more and more people use that, and what if at that time there's a more trusted institution or more trusted figure? They decided, for example, a central bank decided to issue a central bank digital currency.
Mm-hmm.
Then what will people choose? People will probably choose, the more trusted institutions issue the digital currency. That will have an effect on the non-trusted or less trusted institutions' digital currency, including Bitcoin. Yeah, I personally don't think Bitcoin will ever go away, or another form of digital currency will go away. But I personally don't think it will be used by the majority of people in the society. My personal opinion is a lot of people are predicting the next recession is really based on historical figure. People say every 10 years. But you probably remember earlier on our conversation, the booming period of the economy kind of like getting longer and longer every year. So maybe last time is 10 years, maybe this time will be 11 or 12 or 13 years, who knows? Right now, I do see U.S. economy is still quite healthy and quite strong. However, I would not say that the Black Swan story is that we really don't know what we don't know. Maybe there will be a world event that took place in the next few months that really impact the world's economy, or maybe our administration did something that no one really think about.
Do you think society belief also plays a huge role in this?
Society certainly play a huge role in any recession. Yeah, or society is participated by human being. And human, most of us, I myself included, not always rational. And actually, many of us tend to be emotional from time to time. And a recession is a time that people can be quite emotional as well. It's almost like a butterfly effect. A few people got panic, more people can get panic. And then this is almost like a psychology thing. That's why economists is not always good at predicting when will be the next recession. A lot of the information that we handle inside the Fed are non-public private information. Permanent resident or U.S. citizen, then that's kind of like the criteria to work in the Fed.
That's a big filter.
Yeah, that's a big filter, so I have to point it out here. It's like you can imagine that it may be difficult for any central bank to have a foreign national to work in there. The second thing is do a lot of homework and research before you come to the Fed. Have a hunger to be a public servant in a way. If you want to make $1 million, then the Fed is not a place you want to come to work for. Yeah, coming here, the compensation is fair, it's competitive. However, you will not be rich for working here. So you come to work here because of you want to serve. You come to work here because of you want to help the society.
Thank you again for joining us today, Si. I really appreciated the unique and the interesting perspective you shared with us. And I felt like I have a new level of understanding about finance and the Federal Reserve. Let's remember people and the price, the two important missions of Fed.
Thank you for your interview and thank you for sharing my story.
Friends, if you have any questions, please leave your comments on our page and the channel. And don't forget to subscribe. Let's do this tradition together. What it's like to work in Federal Reserve. DNA, get.